went to a Blockbuster back in the 90s when they were open, and I asked the political theory major behind the desk, I was like, hey, I was like, where is Star Trek? It's not over by the sci-fi. He's like, oh, that's actually over in our terrible section. It's right next to Twilight and any movie made from the 80s. Oh, here's a fun game. Who's the worst artist, the people who did the Star Trek costumes or the Star Trek ship? I would have loved to be in that boardroom when the ship was designed. He's like, we start out with the general body of the ship here, and then we move on to the boosters. I love it. Sorry, I said it's fantastic. I love it. Sorry, it looks like a pancake. It's Twinkies sticking out the back. He's like, trust me, I'm the guy who came up with the idea that Vulcans are just smart people with pointy ears. Okay, gotcha. What a great combination. Why didn't I think of that? Speaking of combinations, sometimes I think that businesses should team up to sell more. You know, like McDonald's in an emergency room. I'll take a number 2 with a large fry, a Pepsi, and a stomach pump. And they're like, oh, you sure you don't want to try our special? It's a Big Mac with large fries, a large Coke, and a hospital bed. Yeah, I'll take that. That sounds great. They do have a great motto, though. McDonald's, I'm loving it. You know, it's not I loved it. Give it 10 minutes. Or Dunkin' Donuts motto, America runs on Dunkin'? No. Nobody runs on Dunkin'. Or Burger King, we suck, you know? You ever been walking along and you greet someone and they just take it as a greeting, they don't respond, but you ask them how they're doing, you're like, oh, hey, how's it going, man? Answer me! It's all the time here in Canada. Yeah. But you ever stay the night at a friend's house, you have to shower, that's always a great experience because a friend's shower, it's actually a law that their temperature control must be the most sensitive instrument in the world. There are two temperatures, Antarctic water cold or molten lava hot. Gotta get in there, you know. And then you always, there's always 90,000 bottles in there of shampoo, not one body wash. And for me, it's always like, for thin blonde hair. And then, of course, you have to get your towel. You forget your towel. You always forget your towel. It's in the cabinet across the room. So you start acting like the space between you and the cabinet is a minefield. Well, we're actually almost done with the semester. Is anybody flying home? Anybody flying home? Just me? Okay. Okay. But the thing I love about flying is the regulations. They actually regulate that you cannot have fingernail clippers. Yes. How ridiculous is that? What do they expect from that? A bunch of terrorists in the back like, fingernail clippers? Everybody got it right? Let's take this guy! Get him! Stand down! Really? Really? And then my favorite is, put your oxygen mask on first before assisting children. Yeah, okay, that's the message we want to send. Their lungs aren't that small. I'm a smoker, so I need the oxygen first. What is that? Also, my favorite is the aisle, in case of the lights go out, aisle path lighting will illuminate. I'm not saying aisle path lighting is the last thing on my list that I want if the lights go out and we crash, but it's down there. In case of a crash, everyone will be given a hoplite shield and a spear. Well, we actually have a lot of acts, so we just have to get right to it. But before the first act, I'm going to introduce my awesome co-host, Ben Williamson.